Points of sparring. In sparring, to keep the same height and relax your shoulders and relax your knees are very important. Mr. Kim, please come. Keeping the same height, relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your knees are hardest things to learn because fear and shock stiffen your body. Practice basics and gliding steps helps you a lot to prepare for free sparring. The most important point in sparring is spirit and courage to move forward. If you are just waiting for attacks, you will be behind. Even though you attempt to block and do counterattack, you have to show to your opponent that you move forward and attack him or her. To acquire the courage to move forward requires trust on yourself and your techniques. Practice gives you confidence and trust in yourself. Once you acquire punch and kick techniques, you have to think about distance and timing. If you are too close, your punch and kick cannot generate maximum power and are vulnerable to attacks. You have to always keep the distance that you can attack anytime with one step and are not attacked. That's why gliding step is so important. You can move fast and launch attack immediately. Weight shift is another important point in sparring. You should always keep balance by putting weight half and half to both feet and learn how to put weight on either front or back feet, depending on types of offense or defense. You can omit extra movements by keeping your height. Also, keep your center of gravity. Do not move up and down when you are moving. So keep the height low when you do punch or kick. If you keep in mind that you protect your center, you realize that you do not need to move so much. So he attempts to attack my solar plexus, but if you dodge and do a little block, he throws his punch off center. Like this, you do not have to move big. Of course, if your opponent is bigger than you, you have to move a little bit more. In order to win, you have to either attack your opponent first Or you dodge or block his attack and do counterattack. So, reflections and nimbleness are important points to train. Skipping is a good exercise, so if you have it, do it for 1 minute. Once you finish skipping, do immediately gliding step forward and backward, relax shoulders and knees, and moving forward and backward, and do some punches and kicks. Also, the warm-up that I showed in TaeKwonDo Intermediate, also a good practice. So let's do it. Have a fighting stance and change your feet. Do as fast as you can for 15 seconds. Do not forget to relax your shoulders. But the most important things to practice are gliding steps and 4 directions. So let's practice gliding steps again. Have a fighting stance and press your big toe over the back leg, and then front foot moves forward and back foot drags. Relax your shoulders. Keep your back straight. And keep your height low. Practice method to put the weight on your punch. Face each other and stand with a horse stance. Turn waist and shoulder and push a little below your partner's shoulder. Then your partner begins to do the same thing. Put the weight when you press. Remember to twist your waist and shoulder. Practice method to dodge. Have a fighting stance. Your partner begins to walk towards you. Simultaneously, you move toward him by gliding steps, and move either right or left to dodge him. Always hands up, keep your height while moving, and relax your shoulder. When you have a fighting stance, you should not expose your center. You have to tilt your body a little bit. For doing it, your center is narrowed and less exposed. Please don't forget to keep your hands up and close your armpit. If you open your armpit, your opponent can easily attack the side. And also, don't forget to relax your shoulder. There are 4 ways to attack. The first, you just move and attack. Or dodge and attack simultaneously. And block his punch or kick and do counterattack. Or stop him before he fully extend his punch or kick and do counterattack. In a closed position, vertical punch is easier than the usual punch because usual punch requires distance and extend your arm and twist. So it's easy to put the weight on a vertical punch in a closed position. Also, do not open your armpit. Always close your armpit. In order to continue techniques, you should always keep your fighting stance after first technique. For example, after you do 1-2 punch, drag your back leg and have a fighting stance immediately for next technique. Close your knees a little inside when you move and re-establish your fighting stance. To close your knees a little inside helps you to move on to next attacks. When you face to the opponent, always try to move a little outside from your opponent. It means that you always try to keep a line and move toward the outside of your opponent. Have a fighting stance. Move to the left, first punch. Open your leg and do the second punch. Move to the left, first punch. Open your leg and second punch. Don't forget to turn your waist and shoulder when you do the second punch. Your first move and first punch should be the same time. And after you open your leg 45 degrees, when you drag your back leg and second punch should be the same time. Have a fighting stance. Move to the left and first punch and second punch. So move to the left, first punch, and open your leg to the left and second punch. Don't forget to turn your waist and shoulder when you do the second punch. From fighting stance, put the weight on the big toe of the front foot, turn neck, waist, and shoulder, twist upper torso 180 degrees, and do the back fist to the face. Balance and strong lower body are necessary for this attack. Do an upper target jab as you put whole weight on the front toe. When you pull your punch, turn your neck, waist and shoulder 180 degrees and do the back fist. Do not forget to snap the wrist. So jab, and when you pull your punch, turn your neck, waist and shoulder and do the back fist. Elbow is very effective in a closed positions. So after you dodge or block your punch, you can do side elbow to the face or vertical elbow to the chin. Kick techniques require big movement, so your opponent can easily read your kick. So the point is to trick your opponent. So if you kick this way, kick goes that way. But if your kick comes from this way, your opponent does not expect it. So you can trick your opponent. So I'm going to demonstrate how to do it. For example, if I kick this way, he tries to block it. If I change this into crescent kick, so kick from this way to change that way. Practice methods of kick techniques. You have to react to your opponent as soon as he moves so that you can launch a kick immediately. I'm going to demonstrate how to practice it. Have a fighting stance. Your partner holds a pad. As soon as he moves, you lift your knee toward your pad. And then knee up front kick. And then knee up middle roundhouse kick. And then knee up high roundhouse kick. Practice method. 4 directions to move for kick techniques. To left, to right, forward, left, forward, right, When you move forward, either right or left, always do a slight block. It protects your center. Slide block and attack. When you move backward to dodge or defend, make a habit of doing a counterattack. Relaxation and concentration is your key. Let's practice. Have a fighting stance. Your partner will attack. You move either right or left and do either front kick, roundhouse kick, side kick, or hook kick. In order to trick your opponent, you should get him to attempt blocking your front kick. Remember the knee up exercise? Lift your front knee, aiming toward your opponent's front fist. At the moment of your front kick, you turn your toe and body and do the high roundhouse kick. So front kick and change into high roundhouse kick. High front kick to hook kick. This technique is kind of a short hook. Like before, lift your knee aiming toward the front fist and do a high front kick. Aim the front kick toward a little left from his face and turn your toe and body and do a hook kick. High kick and hook kick. High kick and hook kick. High kick, little turn, and hook kick. The point of this technique is not to change the height of knee much from the roundhouse kick to crescent kick. Lift the back knee for roundhouse kick and twist your torso the other way to do the crescent kick. So twist and twist, twist and twist. Practice this twist. Twist twice. Use instep of the foot to hit. To practice this technique, lift the knee, keep the position, and swing your knee. Relax your upper body. To do this technique, remember the spinning back fist. From a fighting stance, and you are bothering your opponent by hands. Then put your weight on your front toe and turn your neck, upper torso, big toe. And show your hip. This is very important. Show your hip and back of the foot to your opponent and do back kick. Turn, show your hip, and do the back kick. And remember you're bothering your opponent by hands. And turn. Bothering, turn and show your hip and back kick. From a fighting position, front foot steps in, not straight, but a little inside from the center. Turn the neck and upper torso. Simultaneously lift your knee to the side and do the hook kick. So foot steps in, little inside, turn the neck and upper torso, lift your knees to the side and do the hook kick. Step into the little inside and lift the knee is an important point. From a fighting position, twist your toe and torso and do a low kick. Lift the knee and change into a high kick. The point is relaxation, snapping. It's not just 1 and 2 kick. No. It's like 1 and snap. 1 and snap. Relax the shoulder and squeeze your stomach muscles to keep your balance. 1 and snap. Now is a combination of punch and kick. The point of this combination is step forward a little side in order to make a high kick faster and trick your opponent. So when you do the upper target punch, you are already in the process of roundhouse kick. So when you do the punch, you are already in the process of roundhouse kick. While your opponent focuses on defending himself from your punch, your kick sneaks in on his blind spot. This is a case that you do one upper target punch and a middle target punch, and you and your opponent are very close. When you move back, do inside to out crescent kick. Because the distance is too close, your opponent cannot see your crescent kick. The points are twist movements. Twist left and right subsequently, and putting whole weight on your supporting leg. So 1, 2, and crescent kick. 1, 2, and twist, crescent kick. You have completed the series of Taekwondo lessons. I would like to thank you for watching these 3 DVDs. I hope that these DVDs will act as a reference that you can use when you get lost or do not feel motivated. Please remember that if you want to be strong in sparring, you have to practice basics and spar with many different types of people. Being a practitioner of martial arts is to keep developing your mind and body with continuous study and practice. So keep up the good work.